Hello, everyone. Oh, wait, I have to also make a notification for this on Twitter. But we are live right now as we speak. How are you today, Mitch? For the camera this time.
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Just tired. I haven't slept yet, so this will be uh entertaining probably. What racist thing will I say next? You'll have to watch to find out.
It's Resident Evil 5, so this is the time to do it.
There's plenty of pitfalls for me to stumble into. I was working on Star Spanner and I was enjoying I used to watch it with my dad all the time, but I was watching MXC because it's on Amazon Prime in the background. And I forgot it's so dumb funny, but it is still like funny.
Yeah.
It's just like the just some of the dubs of the footage. There'll be someone will trip or something, and they'll put in someone screaming at like 90 decibels, like he shattered his spine. It's so funny. All right, let me close all this crap.
Okay, that's not the quote tweet I saw.
I've been writing like 12-ish thousand words a day, and I'm getting like tendonitis and carpal tunnel or tennis elbow, but able to like quote unquote finish about 8 pages of the quick start a day, which I think there's 300. So it's a lot of work, but it should be done before the end of the month. At this
Yeah.
point, I'm about I think 2/3 of the way done at this point. Not the quick start, the full playbook. Excuse me, the full
Yeah,
playbook.
which is even more of a monumental feat.
And I mean, obviously, there's no art or style that's going to come in time. This is just to get the game out. I figured out, I think, and I don't want to talk about it on the stream, but I figured out how I'm going to reward people because some people have actually been supporting the project on Patreon, and they're basically getting nothing for it right now. So I'm going to be giving them something actually quite valuable in the future because
Wow.
I appreciate the support, and I don't want them to. It doesn't. Times are tough. If someone's giving me like $15, they deserve something for it. So they'll be they'll be getting something quite nice.
Yeah, well, I'm in that category too, so I'm very excited for that. It's also a mystery to me as well.
What have you been up to?
The same old, honestly. I've looked back like
How,
this week and I was honestly a little disappointed. I didn't really do much. I wrote like a pitch for Hot to maybe show potentially to a publisher that Alex Wisner's working with, at least currently. I shouldn't say too much on that. That might be bad professionalism. Oops. But yeah, I
no,
was working on.
you're hopeful, and I think they're cool people. I've heard a lot of good things about them. So,
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. And if they're not interested in Hot, I have the Odyssey pitch, which some people have already seen. I did a little like test page trying to get like the tone across, adding a little bit of a uh I mean in a potential Odyssey adaptation, I don't think I would add much to disrupt the story, but I probably would add some more Athena scenes just for I suppose a bit of a feminine grace to some scenes here and there. But the
mhm.
original Odyssey is already quite full of moments to draw cute girls. Most of them want to kill Odysseus, but I guess that's par for the course, no matter the timeline.
How do you? I mean, do you want to talk about it? If not, it's fine. But how do you feel now that Blue Rivers has come to an official end?
Yeah, I can talk about it. It feels pretty nifty. I feel liberated, for lack of a better word, and without trying to sound like ungrateful towards Blue Rivers, I think that I have a lot planned in the future that will impress people much more. Let's see, okay, I have to switch gaming scenes. That'd be the first impressive move I can do. Now people can see the footage.
Resident Evil 5.
Hmm,
People are gonna be
I'm not seeing it show up on the OBS there. What's the deal, guy? Please continue.
people are gonna be impressed that you figured out the basics of OBS.
Yeah, that's still taking a while. I want to add like goofy text to speech like donations, and I'll set it very cheap at first, so I'm not scamming people. That comes later, but yeah, like $1 or something. All right, let's join Mitch's
I will
game.
kill you.
I wanted the one with like the really cool It has like all the characters, so you can just make Knuckles go like, "I'm gonna kill you, dog, Sonic."
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
that
yeah.
that looks like it's exclusive to the higher class of YouTubers right now. Understandably, I guess.
Mm,
It would
think
still be
it's-
fun to hear Microsoft Sam like threaten me. I'm sure live.
Die, die, die. Well, I'm glad you know you finished your first real major project, and it seems like people are pretty satisfied with it. I saw a lot of really nice posts about it on Twitter.
Yeah, everyone's very kind about it. I do worry if I made the ending come a bit too suddenly, but something I've noticed is I'm a little out of touch with the reader sometimes. How do I say this clearly? There are times when I thought like I paced the comic too fast, especially in terms of like
Mm.
arc progression and stuff. And what I instead would hear, especially from like anonymous people, which I find usually more reliable, despite the associations kind of with just like random hatred in terms of being more honest about criticism, and they would say like the comic was moving way too slow, which was the direct opposite of what I feared. So then I kind of like sped things up, and then I didn't really notice any complaints after that. So I guess what I'm saying is when I think I'm moving too fast, the readers tend to think I'm moving just at the right speed. So it's an important lesson for
Hmm.
me to know.
That's a hard thing to do. That's a hard thing to pace. It's like
Yeah.
the only experience I have with something similar, frankly, is you know, YouTube. And frankly, the audience just doesn't dictate the pace of YouTube content. It's all algorithm.
Mhm.
You know, you just get the algorithm. So I think a comic's just a lot more personal in a good way.
Yeah, there's the algorithm too. But I thought you meant more in terms of like you can read like a comic slowly or fast depending on who you are, but a video you have no choice the speed at which you
Well, that too,
watch
but I
it.
meant the time between videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know. People just seem to generally not give a shit about the time between videos, frankly, which I find odd. But you know, it is what it is.
Nice. Why, thank you, AJ Arts. I don't know what that's in reference to, but very thankful for that. Nice. I'll assume it's a general compliment towards everything I'm doing, including Resident Evil 5 gameplay.
Nice,
Yeah, Solid Snake.
nice. No, I want to sit down. I'm getting to that point where, you know, I work on Star Spanner quite literally for 16 to 18 hours straight. And at the end of the day, I want to play something like this, or if you're not around, I just go and I play like I don't even bother to find something new. It's like Bloodborne, Metal Gear Solid, take your pick of 1 through 4, and that's like it. Like that's it. If I even have the like mental capacity to do that.
Machine Gun. Oh, you're Sinful Saint. Oh, hey, Sinful Saint.
Yeah.
Love your art. This resin is pretty evil. Yeah, we're about to meet him.
I'm gonna fucking
Oh,
shoot
yeah, there
him.
we go. Now they're here. I'm sorry, I completely blanked out. Yes, I've also been retreating into older media that's like tried and true. And I mean that in like both cases of like things from like 2000s, but also yeah, like those things I already watched.
Yeah.
When I'm like using the cycling machine, I'll just put on like an episode of Jojo usually that I've seen like 12 times already.
You
And
just
that's not-
your brain knows when it's over. You know what I mean?
And that leads to
Yeah.
which because the fitness is inspirational to which the exercise happening. So I don't think anyone can look natty like Jojo. Any of them.
No, they're on like crazy amounts of steroids.
What was your favorite Jojo part, Mitch?
That's tough. That's like really difficult. If I'm gonna be honest, I think I want to say part 4, which I realize people is not super common for people, but if we're talking about reading, I fucking love Steel Ball Run. It's genuinely like awesome. Although I can understand why someone wouldn't think that because it's very, very weird. Even for like Jojo, it starts to get weird. There's a lot of these guys.
Holy shit! Someone just. I'll take out this arrow guy. That was the opposite of taking out the arrow guy.
I'll shoot this guy in the head. But I really like. I like Kira. I like the general kind of narrative arc. I like all the theme songs, but Breakdown is like really good. I'll just use this.
Oh,
there we go.
you. I think part 4 is pretty much fan favorite. A lot of people.
You think? You
Yeah.
think so? Part 4 definitely breaks the mold. I know a lot of people like part 3 a lot.
Yeah, I think it's between 3 and 4 for the worldwide plus Japanese audience. For Americans, yeah, it tends to be between 2, 3, 4, about equal distribution. I notice.
I think my favorite Jojo is. I mean, everyone loves fucking Joseph. Like, he's basically perfect. But I think Jonathan, frankly, gets. Oh my god! I think Jonathan gets overlooked a lot. He went up against like pure evil with basically no guidance, almost entirely on his own, and essentially won.
I think the only thing that holds part 1 back in any way, and I hate nitpicking it because, you know, it's like the prototype essentially for a lot of stuff. So he was like, Araki was clearly experimenting with a lot of stuff. The companions just weren't that much of a contrast.
Yeah.
Which he learned very quickly on for all the later parts to have like a very contrasting sidekick character.
I agree.
Yeah, and there was kind of Zappelli, if I remember his name, but I mean, I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
40-year-old
someone's getting. Yeah. Someone's getting spoiled. It's like they haven't read Berserk. It's like, fuck off, man. I have rifle bullets.
He does have the famous moment where he punches the frog in like very cool detail in the anime.
Yeah.
And everyone just screams and goes, "Oh my god!"
No, I think I just like stands are so fun though, and you forget that part 1 and 2 don't have any fucking stands because stands are so like integral to the spirit of the show that you forget they're not in it for like a very, very long time.
I think it's very
All things
inspirational that
considered.
he shows you can take a very long-running series and change up completely almost the core battle loop of it, and everyone likes it a lot.
Yeah, as long as it's good. Do I have to? Oh, I have to go turn the thing, don't I?
Oh,
Okay.
this is the dangerous one. You can I'll go
Oh, you
turn
want me to be
the
on it? Okay. Oh yeah. I gotta get my fingers ready. ADFV probably. Yeah. I tried to find my controller. I couldn't do it, and it's also fucked up. It's like an original. Or it's not. It's like an Xbox 360 controller I've had for 20 years. So it's got like like one half of a thumbstick, and all the buttons are like not sticky, but like they have weird custom tensions from being overused, basically.
Forgot this is
Am I gonna
how
have to
fast I can do it, essentially.
I'm gonna have to shoot people, aren't I? Where are they?
But there he
I
is.
didn't do anything. It did it for me.
Oh wait, I don't have to alternate A and D. I can just press them both at the same time. That works.
I don't see any dudes. Just I'm not pressing anything.
That's very lucky.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
It's
just
not
Chris's
prompting me.
natural instincts.
Yeah, he finally has like a brain cell that works.
I think 6 I was like neutral on with the manga, but the anime improved it a lot. 5, my controversial take is I really did not like the manga version of it all that much, and I think the anime made that into a net positive for me.
5's story is really fucking fucked up, like frankly. You can tell that he like abandoned I don't even remember what it's Joe, like being the main character pretty early on. He just like stopped thinking about him as the main character and like then forgot he existed, and then like was like King Crimson's power kind of changes in what it does as the show goes on. Like, it's very clearly supposed to be time travel, and then he remembered that Killer Queen does basically the same thing. So he was like, fuck. And also the Zawolda, obviously. And he was like, fuck. So he made it like, no, it erases free will from the universe for 5 seconds. So it erases predetermination, which, okay, fair enough. But he explained it in like the worst way possible. He doesn't say it that cleanly. He says like, it erases the history of time for 5 seconds. It's like, what the fuck could that possibly fucking mean?
Essentially, right? I'm like going off your reasoning here because I'm like relearning it as well because it is very confusingly explained. He just pauses the world's like logic for like 5 seconds. Like everyone just kind of stands still, but like the world keeps moving.
Right. It's as if God has viewed the next 5 seconds. So there's no more free will. There's only determination. And because if you could see with perfect clarity the next 5 seconds of your life, they must necessarily happen that way. You know what I mean? So it erases probability essentially from existence, which is super, super interesting, but it's not explained well. And it's an incredibly like high brain, like big brain concept, frankly. Like, it's not that incredible, but like it's hard to describe. But it must be something with the translation, because in the thing they're like, it makes time funky, and you're like, okay, I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. And
no,
it
I didn't
also
know
changes.
JoJo was that fucking long. Yeah, no, it's like a whole saga. I have no other way to put it. Some people see it as like one big thing, but I genuinely see it as like a very long-running series.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is relatively rare for manga outside of like Naruto, Boruto, and Dragon Ball Z. Of just like a straight up sequels.
Yeah. Accidentally picked up shotgun ammo here.
Oh,
So it's like, yeah, Yellow's right. King Crimson removes determination for everyone but himself, so he can do whatever you can't, and that's gay. That sucks. Like that's hard to fight. But then Gio's power is like self-actualization with the divine, which is an even more complex fucking concept. Like, when Gio hits you, it basically, oh, you should eat that. It basically like enlightens you with the knowledge of the one true God. That's not even an exaggeration. That's exactly what happens. And in order to
Jesus, isn't it?
Yeah, and his secondary ability is to like he can, you should probably take that now that you don't have any pistol ammo, right?
So true.
His secondary ability is to like actualize someone else by literally divinely touching them and hitting them in the halo, which doesn't exist.
Yeah, and Irving's not getting away this time.
Okay.
Oh,
I
another
get
diamond.
it.
I'm noticing so many.
Oh shit. I didn't even see that one. Sparkly. Oh wait, there's one back here too, I think. I swear to God I saw a sparkle, or I've gone insane. I think I've gone insane. I thought it was right there, but I don't think there's anything there.
There's like this fat woman that the wife's been watching sometimes to like, she's like insane or whatever. She goes like, sparkle, sparkle, you dusty, and she like just hates like a lot of guys.
She's like totally insane. That's funny.
I'm like trying to like explain her like manifesto or like ideology, because
I'm gonna scream that every chance I get now.
yeah, when I peek at like the world of a woman, I don't like, I try to understand it's a completely different like realm of like physics and everything, but yeah, she'll like go like, you should destroy the lives of everyone you like around you, sparkle, sparkle. Like she just does that like it's a spell or something.
That's really funny.
And at one point she does actually do a spell where she goes like, oh, let the dusty ass, broke ass man get away from me. Send them away, oh Lord.
I want to cast that spell too, frankly. No, yeah, so I don't know. It's hard to pin a favorite JoJo. Stone Ocean is definitely not my favorite, although I do enjoy it. The powers in that one are even more esoteric and like nonsense. I don't know. Do you know about Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap? Because that's the broken one.
So I only got up to the start of the race in part 7, essentially.
Okay, then you don't know about D4. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that one because it's an incredible power that's actually like really, really interesting, but it also it's such a fucking plot device. Like, I like stands, but they become these weird like Deus Ex Machina, like they become kind of crutches for Araki. You can really feel it after a while that he's like, I gotta make this stand. The like whole point of this arc, basically. And like in part 4, there's the guy, I don't know what's his name. It's not AC/DC. I don't remember what it is, but he's like the first villain who's not Kira, and he's like Electric Guitar Man.
Oh, Pochi?
And
oh wait, no. Oh yeah,
no.
The one that Hermes fights, I think.
Yeah, and it's like he was clearly supposed to be the villain, and then Araki was like, "Nah, this guy kind of sucks," and then just like just changed
goes
it.
in a pipe.
Yeah, and it's like I get it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to bitch. I like Jojo a lot.
I think it's so good that we can like talk about it like this and still like it a lot.
Oh yeah, no, I love it a lot. Very inspirational, frankly, especially when it comes to like making magic spells or doing something like that for Star Spanner. It's super fun.
Yeah, for Ha, I haven't really shown it well in like the pilot and stuff, but I want like the fights to feel a lot like they do there, where it's a lot of like mind games and like kind of moments for like all the characters involved, including like the
protagonist talking for like 15 minutes in between punching people.
Yeah, essentially, yes, that's kind of what I want instead of just like straight up gunfights. And that's not because I dislike straight up gunfights. I just, I'm self-aware that I'm not very knowledgeable about how a gunfight would go, so I might as well go the other angle of like, for lack of a better word, making it like hyper romanticist bizarro shit.
Yeah.
You lost because your heart wasn't in it.
Whee! That's how Chris goes down the zip line. Whee!
I'm coming too. All I can say about Steel Ball Run is Crisis Kid. He bitches because he cares, yeah.
Do you know about yeah, I was gonna say Crisis King. Do you know what the corpse parts are?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to spoil it for people because that's actually, if you Steel Ball Run is not out, so there's a fair chance that people haven't seen it because I know a lot of people don't read the manga. That is such a fucking interesting concept, the corpse parts. It's like, it's what he was trying to do with King Crimson, you realize? And he like fucked up. Bitch.
He's so rude. Idiot. Yeah.
Mouse and keyboard sniping is the way to fucking go.
No! Oh, that was so fucking scary. Ooh.
It helps if I'm not. It helps if I don't run out of bullets. Yeah, bitch. Would you die, please?
Oh, fuck, stop reloading.
Good thing he's like a mental invalid. Bro.
He's got a lot of health, man. Yeah.
There we go.
Alright, I think if we take this, he'll wake up, but that's fine.
Oh no, he dead. He just used all the ammo, but he's dead. There's gonna be, I think there's gonna be another one at the other fire thingy though.
Someone's working on a Resident Evil 2 TRPG as we speak. That's gonna be tricky, because yeah, is it like more about like the gameplay loop of the first few games, or is it more about the gameplay loop for like 4 onwards? Both are kind of fun, I think,
changes.
but yeah, it's like very different.
I'm actually, once Star Spanner is up and running and it's like satisfactory, I want to work on this secondary idea I've had. I actually, the first game I ever made was not Star Spanner. It wasn't this either. The first game I made were called multi-modules, where I made D&D adventure modules that work in every single version of the system, which was actually a giant fucking pain in the ass to do. But the next system I made was a version of what's it called? Blades in the Dark, called Bullets in Broad Daylight, that was set in like a 1990s Quentin Tarantino verse, and it's about like heisting banks and shit. And we didn't play it that much because of like life circumstances, but it was really, really fucking fun. So I'd love. Oh,
Blades in the Dark is like so punishing, yeah, but in a very fun way.
Blades in the Dark is punishing in a fun way, but also it's very, and this is not an insult, but it's very shallow. I like it. It just doesn't. Oh, they were hiding there the whole time. It just doesn't. It doesn't do a whole lot, and
it has a very tight way it wants to run the game to the point where it gets like very board gamey. Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I feel like just in general a 90s kind of video game movie verse aesthetic. There's a guy behind you. I'm gonna get him. I didn't get him. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I failed. He did die though. Just works. You don't need a whole lot of work to make it work either. People want to believe in like Resident Evil, like biomagic and like mid-90s cell phone tech and Big Trouble in Little China voodoo stuff. Like it all just kind of mixes in really well into a like nice, fun movie verse that's like really high octane.
Yeah, I like the. You can tell it's like the more autistic passion project of the companion piece to Blades in the Dark. I think it's like, or maybe I'm thinking of something else. It's the one where you run like a mercenary company that's like on the run from like an evil overlord of sorts. Is it
still like Ghost Punk or whatever the fuck, or is it a totally reskin? Because there's a lot of reskins.
I think it's in the same universe, but yeah, it's more about like running like the company, for lack of a better. You make like these ECs that are like the officers in charge of like various parts about the military, and so like you all have like a decision like securing logistics, supplies, or who to recruit and where to like loot and pillage as the different officers to vote on. And then on top of that, you make like 3 smaller characters under each officer that you send out on like missions, and you have to like cycle between them because of like stress and stuff. And it's a very convoluted at first, but there's a lot of fun to the system, I think, especially because you don't feel as bad making heroic sacrifices for the sake of drama, for lack of a better word. You have a few more characters, which I know some people might find a little cheap in that regard, but I think it makes for some better drama.
I have a bomb I'm gonna put down because he basically has to run into it, I think. So, yeah, here we go.
Alright. There you go.
Don't we want to kill this guy?
No, I'm coming, dude. I mean, yes, I'm coming, dude. Bomb? That just went.
No, it's a wrench. I think. Maybe it was a bomb. Maybe I'm wrong. I do not have a lot of ammo for this. If you jump down the other side, I've got a grenade.
Cool.
Just run past me. Come on, you worthless sacks of shit. Oh, bad time.
Oh.
Come here.
Thank you.
Gotcha. What a fucking problem.
Yeah, this is hectic. Oh man.
Got him, got him, got him.
Very cool.
Shotgun shells over here too.
Ah, come on.
All right. Shotgun shells back where that guy died when we jumped down. They're really still fucking. Oh my god, he got back up. What the fuck?
Oh, that's the one that does that. Okay, I misremembered.
I don't really know what to do here. I have like nothing to fight this guy with.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like juke around.
Yeah.
I could do it.
Does he drop 2 treasures or did you waste ammo?
I don't know.
I don't have the ammo to find out, frankly.
Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Officers responsible for different unit types leveling up after each op and gaining skills for their respective crew types.
That's essentially what I'm describing. As I just wish I remember what it was. I think it was part of the Blades of the Dark series.
Yeah, part of the fun of Blades in the Dark was having the little gangs of dudes was actually like a really cool little mechanic. They felt pretty well balanced in a weird way that was enjoyable. Oh, this guy, I thought you were dead for sure.
Shiva?
Your boobs.
Are you okay?
Oh, Band of Blades. Yeah, that's where I'm getting the Blades verse.
We're at the portal.
Yeah, is just John Harper? Is that game series still going? Because I think it kind of fell off. I don't mean that in like I hate it way. I mean like I don't think anything gets made for it anymore. I could be wrong.
I might be wrong that
It's just the
made by the
three of
same
us now.
person.
Why did you not?
Oh, it might just be a
I
mercenary.
might have
like,
just
game.
connected the fact that it's like
They both have
blades.
blade in it. Yeah.
The hard drive containing
Um,
data on the BOW.
No, like I made this whole for Bullets in Broad Daylight, which was my antithesis to Blades in the Dark, because it was all about like big action heists.
Until I catch
It's like a fictional version of the U.S. that's split up, and you're in San Leon, Texas, which is one of the like rougher places to be. And you don't shoot cops, you shoot long arms. Like it's a whole thing, and it was really, really fun. We ended up like one of the Ted's character, who was an agent, ended up getting into a Solid Snake style like fight with a revolver ocelot while on a helicopter, and they were chasing it in a jeep, and it all just like worked really well. It was really fun. There's like machine guns involved and guys on motorcycles. Just classic video game like schlock shit, But everyone loves it.
Yeah, it kind of ties into like how vehicular combat is always tricky to figure out these systems. I tend to err towards the side of it's better to like abstract it as much as possible to normal game rules, just adding difficulty modifiers. But
You don't want to you don't want to lose resolution, but at the same time, if you add too much mechanics, it becomes this giant annoying pain in the ass. Do you need handgun ammo?
Yeah, especially for something you use like once every like 10 sessions.
Almost never. Yeah, exactly.
Which if the game is built around vehicular combat entirely, like it's a Mad Max game, okay,
Different
that makes
story,
complete
right.
sense. Yeah, but if it's just something a little here and there.
Get it away from me, basically. Nothing over
Uh-oh,
here.
you're stuck. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we're gonna lose. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, funny. He went back through the window.
Yeah. Leave Kanye alone.
Rude. I love when they turn to shit. It's funny.
It's got the weird goop stuff.
Ooh, that guy dropped shotgun shells. Oh shit!
I didn't know he could die.
LOL, bitch.
They didn't shout his. I mean, I forgot it too. I'll be honest, but yeah.
Oh, we got to do better. Okay, let's see. What don't I need, and what do I desperately need? I don't need this sniper rifle. I'll reload it, but I'm gonna.
switch out my handgun. I think I.
Can you upgrade it to have more bullets? That would fix the problem too.
Well, it's like I have like, I think the second tier handgun in my inventory already from previous runs, and I guess this is a fair time to swap it in.
Yeah, we can probably start swapping out anything that's not like the jailbreaker AKs,
Yeah.
like the crazy like you have to beat the game twice or once shit. I think.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't really care too much either. If we get stuck, it's veteran, so it is harder. But can I upgrade anything? I have some money.
Oh, got you dumb fucking mosquito.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of. I mean, it's that time of the year, but yeah.
Our mosquito screen nets are broken, and there's kind of like this. I forget if like the exact term for it is like competency crisis, but like no one knows anyone that can like repair these anymore because the last guy retired, like sometime in like the 2010s or whatever, which is the case with a lot of things. But yeah, most especially noticeable with this mosquito net industry. I'm not sure what to call it.
The mosquito net industry is.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where you have to call like maybe someone from the company in like the coming years to just come over and fix it for like a massive fee. Instead of just relying on someone like that just knows how to do it locally.
I think I'm ready. Okay.
Cover me while I disable the elevator's lock.
But yeah, that's the latest mosquito net domestic issue.
I was waiting for the update.
Yeah, it's not quite as glaring of a problem I notice as anything related to airplanes. But I suppose we should like keep our mouth shut with that, seeing the record.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I don't want to talk. Yeah, but yeah.
I think they're an amazing company, honestly. It's amazing.
Oh yeah. They've never committed fraud of any kind that anyone lived to talk about.
Yeah, they should pay me to be a cultural ambassador. How much I love them.
Frankly, I should pay them
to fly on their planes, which I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, I should pay more.
Yeah. That's what everyone says. I hear everyone say that.
I wish planes cost more. I'm getting away with something I shouldn't.
How do I know it's secure if I'm not paying even more money? Big fat guy.
Big fat guy. Two big fat guys.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Josh can deal with it on his own.
Oh, it's Drake and Josh.
Oh, of course. He points at the fat guy. Spherical.
That was. There's a lot of like stuff we watch, especially as like children, where we could tell they clearly don't play video games. But honestly, the Game Spear one, as it goes out, I'm starting to realize they kind of knew exactly what they were talking about. Comes to new consoles and like the disappointment. At least I think the Game Spear was like a piece of shit. The episode that was like the whole thing that he wasted like hundreds of dollars on it.
Yeah. Go.
Yeah, we need a Game Spear remake.
I just love killing them. I can't help myself.
Damn it! Is everything locked down? This is going to be a pain in the ass, but I will see what I can do.
Okay, my jumbo. Sorry.
I'm not
Dude,
familiar
what-
with Zulu, I have to say.
What the fuck are we supposed to do? I'll put a bomb up here, I guess.
Yeah, this is where we're supposed to save mines for like 5 hours without using them.
Oh, well. I didn't.
Yeah, once the chainsaw guy gets here, I'm not sure what to do.
I have a
but-
shotgun and he's gonna hit the mine, so that's good.
Yeah, there we go. Fucking moron.
Ow, my penis.
Oh,
Oh, we can. Fuck.
good timing.
Hell yeah. These fucking sucks. He like just closes the door.
He just has a nervous breakdown, realistically.
I mean, yeah. I wouldn't even blame him.
I'm okay.
It looks like Irving
I'm about to have my Steven Universe patented nervous breakdown. Realistic panic attack.
I'll try to find this way.
He's the climax of the game. You have to do
I
button
can't do it,
mashes.
I can't do it.
Good. Okay.
Pearl, help me.
That is probably where he's going to make his break.
You guys need to get the magic gems before.
And
Oh.
Josh,
So you've seen Steven Universe? That's
No,
funny.
I haven't at all.
be careful.
I just know of it by osmosis, so...
Steven's penis.
Yeah, I know Pearl is the tall one, there's the fat diamond
They're all
one.
fat, except
Yeah,
for
there's
Pearl.
like the black one, and then there's Steven.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, there were like 2 black ones, I guess.
They're all black.
Pearl is pretty white though, if I remember.
White coated is what they say.
Then there's Steven's dad. I remember his design the most because it kind of like makes me
I'm a
feel like
loser.
gross. I don't know how else to say. I don't like how he looks.
Yeah, he's a fucking loser. That's the whole thing with Rebecca Sugar. She draws men that cry and then deadbeat dads. It's
Yeah,
like, legit-
well, I mean that's kind of the problem, honestly, with a lot of this
Whoops.
stuff in general. Where it's like I understand that's like part of the joke, but like they're genuinely, for me, they jump over the line where they're just very annoying characters, and I want to see them like die.
Get maimed.
Yeah, like the Gumball dad. The clips I've seen of Gumball, because it was honestly a little past my like age
Yeah.
bracket once it came out, but I could tell it's like a very good kid show. So I have nothing to say about it other than the clips I've seen are very funny. His dad seems like another one of those extremely annoying people that I just can't stand to watch.
You can take the handgun ammo. I got
Thank you.
other stuff.
But there's some
I,
kid shows I like where you're a hater, like Flapjack.
I fuck Flapjack. I was about to say Flapjack. I can't. I don't even understand without being hyper. Oh wait, no, yeah, we should go over here. I think this is not the right way to go, so we
He's
should
a little
check it out.
adventurer. He's on a little like pirate
He's
island.
annoying.
Captain Knuckles is a little scammer.
He's annoying. He's got the most annoying like voice and life that
And they
a
got-
person can have.
He does have a pretty shitty life. And there's the funny whale. Oh, it's Flapjack. I don't like hanging out with Knuckles. He goes, "Ah, the fuck you,
Eat shit, bitch.
you fat
Yeah.
whale."
You whore.
That's essentially. There we go. We just wrote a Flapjack episode.
And then there's really annoying noises, and the plot's retarded, and sometimes it's really ugly.
And like
I know
a
your favorite
seagull.
show. We were talking yesterday about how your favorite show is Johnny Test.
I did not say that. No, that's.
You did repeatedly. You said you're a real test head. I'm not sure what that means, but
Yeah, Johnny
I am-
Test is the #1 promoter of testosterone to kids. He goes up to his 2 like twin sisters and goes like, "Hey, you guys can make me the Liver King," you said.
whip crack.
Crap. Well,
There he is.
Johnny, you're not gonna get on Joe Rogan's podcast just because you keep begging him to eat raw meat with you.
Isn't that?
And then his dog comes in and like,
His dog, who is I think his name was Shit Turd or
yeah,
something.
yeah,
I
shit
don't
turd comes in and
remember.
kills him because his sister's turned into like a pit bull or something.
with like a hammer. Yo, man, and he just beats him to death. He's got like a gold chain that's got a hammer on it. Yeah.
I'm a pit bull now. I'm gonna kill you.
Shit.
Oh, his name's Dookie. Really? That's a great name. Unironically, I like Dookie. Guys, I don't think they speak of the show like that. That's true. I think I might be misremembering some elements. What are some other classic kids cartoons that we can remember?
I mean, I grew up in the golden era, so Dexter's Laboratory.
Dexter's an asshole though.
Yeah, it was good for the time.
I like that his main competition was Jimmy Neutron, which was a monumentally ugly show. I'm sorry, the show is like hideous just to look at. I do remember like liking some episodes though, so I don't want to disparage it too much, but it's crazy how much we forgive as like kids back then. Yeah. Oh, it's Dookie.
Jesus,
oh, this is not good. Where are you? Oh, how are you back
Behind
there?
the door. I got blown through the door with the dynamite.
Always felt really weird about the time they turned Johnny into an adult bimbo. I don't remember that. I think my brain blanked that out.
I think we can both agree that our favorite show is definitely Fanboy and Chum Chum.
Wasn't like the whole climax of every episode about them like drinking something and it like gave them a brain freeze? I think it was like milkshakes or freezies or something. Which I don't know if that's really something that could carry even a kid's cartoon show as a reliable gag. Bling Bling Boy? Yeah, that was one of the good characters from Johnny Test. I think Mitch, you mentioned that you knew a kid just like Bling Bling Boy growing up.
I don't know how that's possible, but I will take your word that I said that somehow.
There was always like the weird character from like I don't know where specifically in all these shows. Like wasn't it like Bulby and Jimmy Neutron and Rolf and Ed and Eddie?
Oh, the foreigner?
Kind of, yeah, but it's like a specific like type of foreigner, and I'm not sure what to like say. They feel like they're from
like the old worlder is what I think it's called.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of how they sum it up. The old worlder, he usually is like associated with like sheep.
Sheep and like old like weird knowledge that fixes things in stupid ass ways. Not even to be a dick. Did you know Rolf's supposed to be Italian?
Rolf is Italian?
Yeah.
Damn, he's like from deep in the country.
Yeah, I don't know what part of the country he's from.
I can think of a few regions, but I don't want to say because I think I'll anger people.
Danny Antonucci was Italian, and so that's Rolf is like how he felt as a young man, kind of growing up in a foreign land. Yeah.
Yeah, I love like self-parody, self-inserts like that a lot. I try to put like a few of those in my stuff nowadays too. Rolf comes from the same place Leon goes to Resident Evil 4.
Is that true?
No, it's just funny.
That's so funny.
Ow! I'm so sorry. We're gonna die.
No, we're not.
Oh, thank you. Alright, yeah, we gotta just rush to the boat.
I like opening it slowly. He punches the dog. What a fucking bastard.
Mr. Meaty? Oh, yeah. The main thing I remember about Mr. Meaty is, my friend was like, are we at the right boat? Okay.
Yeah.
My friend was like watching the show as a kid, and his parents were like going through like a divorce, I think, and his like dad just like got off the phone with like his soon-to-be ex-wife, and he was fucking pissed. And he saw my friend was like watching the Mr. Meaty show, and he sat down on the couch and turned off that beat shit. So that's the only thing I remember about Mr. Meaty by proxy. And he's a good dad too. Like I should clarify, which makes it even funnier. Like he's not like abusive or anything. He was just in a really shit mood, understandably.
That's such a fucking funny thing.
So yeah, like this normal ass dad just go and turn off that beat shit.
I remember Mr. Meaty, but I don't remember what it looks like. I have to
it's ugly. Look it up right now.
Yeah, I remember. My brain is like, this is a really oh. Yeah, this is one of those Adult Swim ones that's just like a total failure, right?
Yeah, they're puppets.
No, wait, wasn't that Adult Swim?
No, it was on normal like Kids Network. If I heard a
Nickelodeon?
rumor that it was supposed to be an Adult Swim show, but it like
It very clearly is. It's
Yeah.
so disgusting and horrible.
but that was like genuinely a really funny thing that Cartoon Network and Adult Swim like did together, where some bitches would like get boobs, but like Mr. Meaty is really ugly on purpose, so I don't have anything to say about it other than I like the idea of like a funny puppet show, especially even like for an Adult
Too
Swim
bad
one,
Mr.
but
Meaty
doesn't have to
isn't
be
a
so
funny
ugly.
puppet show. Yeah. It's a fucking horror, like freak show. You should definitely upgrade your pistol to shove ammo into it.
Yeah. I think there was like a really ugly.
I liked Chowder.
Oh yeah, Chowder is great.
Chowder was charming, but it was so there were only like 12 episodes a season or something, so I ended up seeing the same 12 episodes 400 quadrillion times, getting sick of it like really fast.
There were a lot of like jokes that would even relate to kids, despite how like surreal it was. Like the Bad Neighborhood episode where they're like making a delivery is just really funny, and you could still understand it even as a kid. Of like, oh yeah, I know these streets.
Your mom was real for that, Val. For we had a whole thing the whole thing with my kids and my mom was going to be you have to, if you call your mom and ask if any mail arrived, it means you're in trouble, because it's a really good, like, nobody would give a shit, but no, also it's not suspicious at all if you're going to like a friend's house. Have you seen the thing? Someone said, I never once vibed with Uncle Grandpa. That's because that show sucked. Did you see, though, that when Uncle Grandpa got canceled, the creator drew Uncle Grandpa putting a revolver in his mouth on Twitter and like, blowing his brains out? It's so fucking funny, dude. Why did you do that for the show?
That sounds funnier than anything in the fucking show. Yeah.
I think he got fucked. I think it was a thing where, like, he had this much, like, you know, funnier, darker vision for it, and then they came in and were like, this isn't Adult Swim, and you know, they had to fucking, it was right after, it was a later show too. I've never seen Gumball. It looks like my kid, if I had kids, they would enjoy it, but I would hate to hear that shit in the background constantly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when we used to take trips to Florida, and sometimes, and we would drive, so that's like a 20-hour drive, so over the course of like 2 days basically. And my dad would hook up little portable TVs for us to play games or watch movies on. And I remember one time I was playing Mario Kart, and he like slept on the highway, got over to the emergency lane, slammed on the brakes, got out of the car, came around, took the Mario disc and just flung it into the woods. And it was like, I can't listen to the squealing tires anymore.
Wahoo! Wahoo! He probably also got tired of the Donkey Kong like noises every time he passes you. That
Yeah.
was it double dash? It's always double dash.
Yeah, and it like the TVs were strapped to the headrest, so they were like right behind his head. It's like really funny.
He was living like augmented reality, yeah, while driving. That's crazy.
If we don't get more ammo, we are fucked. Yeah, a really horrible nightmare augmented reality.
My dad, I guess we all have this like moment for tablets. Mine was like Camp Lazlo, and my dad like came over and like changed like the TV channel angrily, and he just like looked at me and says like, if you talk like that fucking elephant, I'm like you're not gonna be able to watch Cartoon Network anymore or something, he said. Cause yeah, he really fucking hated that elephant and how he sounded. I think he had like an Indian accent or something.
I vaguely remember that.
Camp Lazlo was also another one of those like gross out shows, if I remember. So he also didn't like it for that reason. He just said it was like a nasty show. He also didn't like Ed and Eddie because he said the three main characters were really bad role models.
They are really bad role models. He's right, frankly.
But they get their
I
comeuppance.
loved Ed and Eddie though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get tortured for eternity as old men in hell. So
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I don't remember that.
That's so there's the movie, right, where
where he sees his older brother and he's an asshole.
yeah, which is actually really sad, frankly, because it's just like you're like, a lot of because you're like, a lot of stuff like makes sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very real too.
Right. But there's an episode where they're like, you know, eternally always seeking jawbreakers or whatever the fuck. And of course, and they like become old men and they remember they have jawbreakers locked away in a desk, but the desk, by the time they get into it as old men, they've crumbled the dust, and it's like, oh, that's kind of the real ending, huh? And Danny and Tanisha's like, no, it's just funny if they suffer for forever. And it's like, he's right, but like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, hey, I think my dad was too worried about Ed and Eddie because you can tell as a kid you're not supposed to do what they do. They get the shit beat out of them by the end of every episode. And you're like perfectly on the side of like the town that like mob violence is them usually.
Yeah, because they're fucking annoying. There's
You
a
feel
gun
bad
over
for
there.
Double D, but that's also like a lesson genuinely to like kids that get caught up with a bad crowd that are relatively innocent on their own.
Do we have any help?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Another gate. Okay. You
Ren
two
and
know
Stimpy,
what's
Cow and Chicken. Yeah, those are also kind of ugly. Not much comedy, to be frank.
Yeah, I never liked Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, I think even as a kid, you kind of feel like when they're using the gross out as like a crutch over just genuine jokes or like even.
You mean that when they're
Movie
just like
character
having
moments.
gay sex on screen? Because that happens, and it happens like pretty often.
I remember the one in my head very clearly, yeah, where it's like involves like a handsaw or something, which sounds much more like edgy than it really is.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! It's fucking Normandy. What are we supposed to do? Oh, there we go.
Funny time. Made it! I made it! I made it!
Code
you made it
Lyoko,
too.
yeah, I remember.
Code
I
Lyoko
can't- I
was
think-
weird.
Yeah,
I remember wanting to like it, but it was such an ugly transition, but from 2D to 3D.
especially
Like, I
'cause
know
it was like in the
new.
middle of episodes too. They like did both.
It was so ugly, and I just even as a kid, I'm like, I just don't like this.
I like that one card game show on like Cartoon Network. I think it was called like Chaotix or something.
I
forgot
remember
what-
that, and I don't think I ever saw it. You mean Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah. I remember liking it. I don't remember much else about it.
Are there bad guys down there? No.
Not sure.
There's a red herb back where we came from. We'll get that on the way back, I guess.
That was most. I saw a lot of this stuff, but yeah, I never watched Dragon Ball until like recently, which shocked a lot of people. including
Really?
you,
That's
Mitch.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
forgot
and I
about
have to
that.
say, it is very fun. I like Dragon Ball a lot. I did miss out on this as a kid, frankly.
It was hard to watch as a kid because it was on Toonami and it was basically scheduled completely randomly. And what would happen is you'd get to an episode and they would have like literally run out of material. So they did the classic Toonami Adult Swim thing of just starting the whole fucking thing over again, which was really annoying.
Oh, we have to flip the switches separate. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, but there's weapons and ammo and extra shit back here.
Sure.
I don't even know what this. There's weapon cases back here. Ooh.
Oban Star Racers? I don't know that. I think I caught like the tail end of like something called Motor City when it came out. But that's the last
Motor
car-related show
City.
I remember watching as a kid.
Ooh. Well, I don't mind if I do. I could use a second.
I'm Doug Dimmadome Dimmadam Dum. Damn you, Tip
Dimmer-
Charter.
Damn it, goddamn!
Get out of my fucking county, you hear?
I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill you, kid.
I'm gonna show you why they call me Doug Dimmadam.
Doug Dimmer Epstein.
Doug Dim- I was on his chart list, Dimmadim, damn you.
He's fucking stupid. It's fucking retarded.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, American Dragon, Jake Long. That was also a funny one because I was like reading like Percy
Ooh.
Jackson at the same time, and I was like, yeah, this is basically what I wanted of like a
I
Percy
really liked
Jackson adaptation.
Jackie Chan Adventures as a kid.
Yeah, Oh yeah, that was actually also had like an ongoing plot. I remember like the fat guy becomes like a good guy, and that was so cool to me as a kid.
Okay, I think we got all the bonus ammo. I mean, there's some, but who gives a shit? If you want to hit your level, or I'll hit. We count down 3, 2. Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Hurry
Come
up!
on.
Hurry up! All right, now
Yeah,
there's
there was
gonna be
the uncle who was really
400,000
funny
monsters.
because he kept like beating the shit out of Jackie. That was cool.
Yeah, he was like a grandmaster. Oh shit! Machine guns? I don't want to fight these things with my gun.
So true.
King. Something's going on. Die.
I think you liked Kappa Mikey a lot. You mentioned.
I don't even remember what that is.
Hey, you now! Time for Kappa Mikey.
I don't know what the
Out
fuck
of
that
town,
is.
go to town.
This is
Kid
this
from
is
the
Johnny
Midwest to
Test.
Tokyo. Yeah, very.
What show was it? What channel was it on?
Oh my god, I don't even remember. I think it was like one of those broke ass like kid shows, channels. You know, the ones that weren't Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon.
Yeah. 4 kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't have cable when I was a kid. I could only watch like Cartoon Network and 4 kids. I couldn't get Nickelodeon. I couldn't get the Disney Channel.
Really, you
nothing
didn't get
like that.
SpongeBob? That sucks, man.
No, not for a while.
Jetix, yeah, Jetix was one of the other broke ass ones. And I say that with sympathy because I did watch it, so I liked it. Clearly.
Jetix sounds foreign.
I think Jetix played mostly like the French licensed ones or the French produced ones.
It sounds French.
Totally Spies, I remember also. That
Oh,
one
I
is
like
like
Totally
weird
Spies.
looking back at it, yeah.
Yeah, it's very sexual. It's every single dude, no joke. Every single episode is like a fetish.
Yeah, I saw that same like compilation post or whatever covering it. I was like, oh yeah, that is. It's
Oh.
kind of.
My parents were scared of me watching The Simpsons because they didn't want me to act like Bart.
I got banned from
Yeah.
watching The Simpsons because there was like a bit of a.
He said hell and crap once.
Yeah, there were just some like really. I wouldn't even say edgy jokes. They're just like some like visual gags where like Homer Simpson's like arms like fall off or whatever, and
Yeah.
like blood pours out. And my dad was like, "Okay, this is nothing for kids." I don't know why I gave him an African. Resident Evil 5 is getting to me. Son,
Even as a
my son
kid,
Hiro, he was-
even as a kid, I hated Inuyasha on Adult Swim.
Inuyasha, I remember me reading in like the school library of all places, and I was like, "Yeah, this is
It's-
okay," but I would
This
assume
is
the anime makes it a lot
so
slower.
boring.
Yeah.
It's so slow and it's so boring. And I hated home movies. I couldn't stand it. I know people like that one. I just couldn't. It's so
Well, Mitch,
fucking
when
slow.
when you go to prison, you know, you can't play.
It's me.
Can't play Resident Evil 5. Oh, you can't play Resident Evil 5 in prison? Yeah.
Yes, you
can't play
can. You
Resident Evil
probably
5 in
can.
prison. Yeah, you probably can. Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah, if you think about it. You
Don't fucking home movies me.
It's basically all movie style. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. I guess I shouldn't yeah, mess with you like that. Yeah.
I'll kill you. I swear to God.
It's so
It's just
true.
nothing, you know. And I'm glad John Benjamin has a career because he's really funny. But yeah, I remember watching World Peace on air and seeing the graphics uncensored and then censored when they reran it, and being so confused as to what the hell was going on because it was one of the funniest shows
Yeah.
ever.
I was just rewatching like some of the graphics cuts and even just like the song choice is like perfect. Just getting
They're
them, like,
they're so fucking smooth.
yeah.
Oh, this guy, he just took the vaccine. Triple vaxxed.
Boosted.
This is literally what happens if you get vaccinated.
Sinovac. In my body.
Johnson and Johnson.
I am Chinese pharma.
Oh my God. Hey, he's dead probably. That's what Chris should say, just like out loud. Oh.
There's been an increase of Chinese interference in American stuff, and now I'm gonna have to start like I'm gonna have to start making it very clear I'm not Chinese or something like that whenever I visit the US.
I want to take this time to remind everyone, if you're watching this far, give us a like down below. It really helps us out,
Yeah,
I guess.
thank you. Watch he make fight your phone.
Just get out of here, Josh. It's too dangerous.
We've got one, and it's for me.
We'll try to stop it.
Oh yeah, this one's hard.
Oh wait, we have machine guns. Oh, even rocket launcher, even better.
Yeah, but it's slow. This feels like Lost Planet 2, which is also a fantastic game. This is too difficult. Oh no.
It attacked me 2 times in a row. I wasn't ready for the 1-2. Suck my dick.
Yeah, I have to say it's a bit ridiculous that like money trap spying works at all. It seems too basic to work.
Obvious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I presume that's what it is.
Oh, that's all spying. What the fuck? I pressed the buttons. Oh, he did like 2 weird attacks at once.
Saw Drive for the first time ever when I'm playing. I think Gosling says under 200 words in that movie. Yeah. Drive is a fun movie to watch the first time, and then I watched it a second time, and I was like, this is okay, I'll be honest.
People base their entire lifetime personality off this?
I mean, it's like an art house film, I think that's the term, right? Where that's basically the whole thing, where it's a lot of aesthetics and style, and it's really fun the first time, and then it doesn't really hold up on any sort of rewatch. But yeah, the music choices, fantastic. I think it's what carries a lot of it as well. I remember watching the movie also and getting like excited and disappointed because I thought like the twist was that he was like a cop and he was like an undercover like getaway driver because he walks in like with a police uniform in one of the opening scenes right after the heist. I was like, oh, that's a really fun idea, but then he's just a stunt driver, which isn't bad either, but then they don't really show the stunt driver job at all after that, so
Yep.
that wasn't even like relevant as a thing you would have
There's
to
more
balance.
stunt driving in Baby Driver, frankly.
Yeah, Baby Driver is
Oh,
honestly
alright.
more fun of like getaway driver movie. Yeah, the more I think about it.
Yeah.
Which I understand, Baby Drive was not trying to be that, right? But that's kind of like getting to the core of it, unfortunately, where it's like, what is it trying to get at? And I don't want to nitpick it too much because I do overall still like it. But
Oh, I'm
damn,
so bad at this.
silent conversations are great. Are you taunting the thing?
Yeah, freak. Oh.
Oh, there he is.
Fucking idiot. Oh shit. I
on.
am pressing it though. That's the thing. I'm definitely hitting the buttons. Come on.
Maybe I do need to equip a machine gun. Even a one? Oh, I don't. I should. Oh, excuse me. I should buy one. Do that right now. They're just too useful in this game. SIG, AK. And I guess we could take the AK for aesthetic reasons. I don't have enough money. That's true. It's true of a lot of things.
Fuck. Just like real life.
Hashtag real life.
Hashtag God damn it.
Let's see. Get out of here, handgun. I don't need you anymore after this.
Did you really just ditch your handgun?
I didn't sell it. I still got it in my inventory.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, idiot.
If you're tactical, the machine gun is essentially the same role as a handgun.
I think the handgun does the most damage though, which is stupid, but
Really? That doesn't
I
matter.
think so. Well, yeah, of course, but you can't. There's not enough ammo.
We'll try to stop it.
What if I want to die, Josh?
And he has a sniper wolf conversation.
See, I am pressing it, and it's really, really frustrating.
I would have assumed it was lag, but you're the host, so I don't know what that is.
Oh my God, man.
Nice shot.
Thank you. It's so hard. Oh, I got it. Thank God.
Nice. Talk like the Dead Rising. So, I don't
Come
know why.
on.
Nice shot.
Good job, Chris. Use the fucking rocket launcher.
I don't remember the Dead Rising guy talking.
Oh, Frank West?
It'd be really funny if he talked with me.
Yeah.
Would
Good
change
job,
anything about his appearance.
Chris. I am Haitian Frank West.
Fuck.
I'm telling you, I'm hitting the fucking buttons. I think I remember this, but maybe I'm just a big retard. I don't know.
Thank you. So wrong. Ah, come on. Fuck. Thank you. Alright.
Rocket
How
launcher.
do I angle this? Close.
I think you got it. I think if you're close enough, it hits it.
Whoa.
I swear to God, man. You know what's weird? I know I'm hitting it because it's switching my weapons. So, like, maybe something's mismapped or something. I have no idea. There's this fucking ugly freak. There he is.
Oh, there he is. Oh, he's saying something.
Yeah, and then you shoot him. He's like, oh.
Are there advantages to turning into this thing? You could swim.
It doesn't appear so. Dude. That was A and D. Oh my God, he's so powerful. Man, I'm like, what? Oh, stupid.
That's what he said. Oh! Oh, thank you.
Stupid piece of shit, bastard, ugly uvula. Yeah, we are fighting Notorious B.I.G. You remember the part 3 rape orangutan?
Yeah, I don't like him. The most uncomfortable villains for me were the doctor and his like pet like slave like got
Butt
toy
slave?
thing.
Yeah.
They were really scary. I don't know why.
Well, because he wasn't evil because of his stand or Dio. He was just the most evil man. They literally say he's the most evil man in the world.
His like slave was really scary too because he had the second like the doctor died. He was like, he like stands up and stops barking.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Photos project.
My weird sex thing is over with.
No one can stop it. Ouroboros is about to change everything we've ever come to know.
Oh man, we need to get him to a ventilator stat. COVID's doing numbers on him. Dude, you have long COVID?
Bro, you got Fidovia?
Which booster did you get? Tell me so I don't get the same fucking one. He's laughing.
So bad, but it's not gonna change anything.
Uh,
You're still screwed.
imagining it's just the fucking like vaccine and he's still saying the same things is so funny.
Poor bastard.
Now what?
If he had only gotten one more booster,
Straight.
just keep doing it. You know what's funny? I'm seeing people like at the store and driving around with masks again, and it's like allowed now to point and laugh and call them retarded.
Why are they scared of the monkeypox?
I don't understand what these people could genuinely be afraid of. I don't get it. You know, it's so exacerbating. And they're always, I've noticed they're always like real big piece of shit scumbags too. Like they're just, they're the rudest, like biggest cocksucking bastards. Pardon my English.
Usually like middle-aged busybodies.
Yeah, they're just middle managers, but they're the embodiment of it. It's frustrating. They're the worst drivers. I just wonder, like, it's true. I just wonder if they're like, if there's like, if it's just like it just feels like there's like a huge amount of mental illness now that's manifesting in really, really odd ways.
I think there's
cool.
definitely some form of I don't think the word is mass psychosis, but something relating to that kind of thing. It's like, yeah, I don't really understand either, like the living in perpetual fear kind of thing. It's kind of like
I get it if I was a pathetic loser, like piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the normie version of like blackpilling yourself. I don't know how else to say it. Where it's like, okay, you know how bad it can get, even in like, even if it's not true, right? They believe that it's gotten as bad as it gets, but then they choose to let it destroy them instead of like trying to do anything to like either to potentially mitigate the damage to themselves and their family and friends, or do something more active. I don't know, but yeah, choosing to live in perpetual
whether you want to
fear,
believe
do
the
nothing
vaccines
about it.
worked or not, or whatever, like how dangerous COVID was, whatever. I'm not even trying to argue that. Whatever, fine. I don't care. Nobody even talks about it anymore.
Yeah.
Like there's still 10-ish% of the population, maybe not 10, but there's still some percentage of the population that is like, I need the new COVID booster, and they get it every fucking time. And it's probably 10% because I know that some, a lot of hospitals and stuff still require you to get it illegally. So like, what the hell? Like, what is wrong with these people? I never got a flu vaccine. I never got a flu vaccine because I was like, that's stupid. I'd rather just get the flu. It's not that bad. Okay, for COVID, people think COVID kills you. Fine. It isn't around anymore. Like, I don't know anyone who's gotten sick with any form of anything that they would consider COVID in like over a year. What the fuck is going through your head to still be cowering in fear of something like that?
That's the name of the director of Tricel's African division.
And maybe a better question is like, when does it end for you?
Yeah.
Like, what you want zero, like total eradication? Like, are you really gonna be kind of pushing this on everyone until?
We're bound to find out.
I mean, that's
What,
the
the
thing,
end
right?
of
They have like
time?
so much trust in things that frankly might not deserve their trust, and I won't even get into specifics of there because everyone kind of has their own idea of what that is, and they're usually right no matter which target they pick. But it's just
Right.
like, if one day like fine, fuck it. Yeah, one day if like CNN or whatever just like went on the air and said like we have eradicated COVID, even if it was like a pure lie or whatever, all these people would take off their masks and go like, woo, wee. It's like, you just believe that? Like, frankly,
I don't think
I mean,
we would
I
either.
do,
I
but
still think
whatever.
I still think there'd be a fair number of people that wouldn't. Oh, these things.
Oh yeah.
I still think there'd be a decent number of people that would not take off the masks. Like, well, it could come back.
Fuck. Thank you. No more xenomorph.
Or do these things like face hug you?
No, they like. Well, maybe they do. They just kind of like jump on your back like the jockey from Left 4 Dead.
Oh, that's stupid.
Which for me is always like Beavis and Butthead. One of them. I can't tell them apart. I'll be honest.
Like, I understand being afraid of COVID to some extent, but like, I don't know. Why do I have to these people really, should they really be fucking voting? I get it. I believe stupid shit too, but like, holy shit. It gets to a certain point where what the fuck is how the fuck does society deal with all these fucking losers? And I understand that, like, oh, if you're legitimately immunocompromised, yeah, fine, you have to take precautions. It sucks. Life sucks. That's so few people. So many people say shit like I'm immunocompromised and they're just straight up lying. Ooh. They don't know what that word means. They don't actually have immunodeficiencies. And if they do, that means that there's like a non-negligible, like 1/4 of the population that's just like total invalided 24/7. And you got to start asking yourself, like, how long is that like sustainable? Like, how the fuck can you be so fucking? I'm a fat fuck. I'm huge and I'm fat. And with the first time I got COVID, it was fucking awful. It didn't put me in the ground. How fat do you have to fucking be to like have this thing fucking kill you? How many comorbidities do you have to have?
Hello. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, I've been feeling more and more sympathetic towards like understanding why in the ancient Athenians, or I shouldn't even say ancient, the classical age Athenians kind of had this idea of democracy that was quite a bit more limited in some regard. Now, I don't know where to set that criteria back then, but I mean,
I do.
yeah. Even reading like reading the original Starship Troopers book, which I like a lot, honestly, it did like radicalize me. Which I don't even know if that was a highlights point or whatever. But like, one of the things it points out, because they limit their democracy, very famously as people know, to people who've worked in federal service in some regard or another. Some of the students, you know, because it's also a country of free speech in the future still, they ask like, well, what about democracy in the past? Yeah, kinda. But the students are meant to ask so they can be like debated and taught. And they talk of like the democracies of our own time even, and one of the things like the teacher like says that like, well, back then they limited it to like age 18 and above. Like, where would you change that? Would you change that? And they, you know, kind of get caught in a loop.
Yeah.
With like, well, it's like, okay, there's no such thing as universal suffrage. You're not going to let babies vote. It's ridiculous.
What about animals?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's not like saying that it's invalid to make whatever criteria you want. If anything, it's more of a thing of like, well, you have to set a criteria. You can't pretend that you never will. At some point, someone is going to be politically disenfranchised. That's the whole point. And that's not even getting into like the soft disenfranchisement, which everyone has a million different opinions on what that factors in as.
You have a sniper rifle?
Yes.
You see the glint right there?
Glint.
I got it. Oh, no, I didn't.
Uh-oh.
We got it. Nice. Let's look around for more, because there's, if I remember correctly, there's actually quite a few hidden in this area. But maybe not from this viewpoint. I don't remember.
Your grandpa died
well.
of complications. I'm very sorry to hear that.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I don't mean to insult your grandfather. I know it affected the elderly. My grandfather was very seriously impacted with, let's say COVID and not the vaccine, but he's been very seriously impacted by COVID. So I understand that some people need to take precautions and shit. I'm definitely not talking about the elderly, people who are at risk. I'm talking about a 45-year-old fat man in a grocery store who is like melting down because he is
the
afraid
Resident
of
Evil virus.
getting the Resident Evil virus. Yeah. Did you jump down already?
Yeah. I'm reading the Foundation trilogy and Psychohistory is applicable to real life. I read the Foundation trilogy when I was a teenager, and I did. I think it kind of talks about some basic currents of like history overall pretty well, still. But yeah, I personally think something more. I'm trying to think of some other stuff that kind of talks also about like the cycles of like history and progression of civilization.
Stealing.
I mean, if I go back to the past, I'm very sympathetic to Aristotle's Politics, which I realized after a while that Foundation was essentially doing a long form of, but adding its own like 1950s Star Trek viewpoints. I don't know how else to say it other than that. Where you can clearly
These
tell
spiders hurt you if you don't kill them, correct?
I'm not sure. Might drop.
Maybe
something.
they dropped something. Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, I think the Foundation is incredibly naive in some regards, and that's pretty much my main nitpick with it. Something like Dune has a much more cynical view of like the cycle of history progression, which also is a very similar.
Oops, let me give you this.
Dune has similar themes to Foundation, but doesn't cover 1,000 years, so that's a little different. But yeah, I mean, actually, it does. But I never read the sequels. I should. I will.
They're not as good.
See, that's the truth.
Yeah,
that's the hard cold truth.
It's a hard cold truth. A lot. I think the sequels from the original author stop after the third book, and then his son takes over, and he tried, and you can. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Oh fuck, Shiva!
Oh no.
I'm gonna shove my dick in your butt.
But yeah, if you like Foundation, I mean, I can only just recommend more things that you will like also, because if you like Foundation, you'll probably like them as well. And I'm trying to think of things that like covers that long period of time. I could think of things that covers like the cycle of like political corruption and decadence. And I mean, Three Kingdoms is the easiest for that. But there's also... Does the Iliad really go into that? Not really. It's more about the military side of things, which I do like too. I've been trying to read the Iliad recently, which is hard because they reference like things that they would be very familiar with, clearly, as like the audience back then, but I have no idea what son of Peleus, son of Atreus, land of Sicilia, priest of
You know what the land of Sicilia is. Damn it!
Well, yeah, Sicilia is a poor choice of words, because that one is pretty obvious, but...
I'm gonna die. I don't think I can heal myself, so
yeah,
game
it's gonna
over.
take a while for me to get to you. Yeah, they'll say like the Greeks, and I'm like, oh, I know what that is. And they'll say the Achaeans, and it's like, okay, I think I could tell what that is. So that's another word for Greeks. And then they'll say the Danans, and I'm like, what the fuck is a Danans? And I look it up, and it's another word for Greek, and it's like, okay, I understand you're trying to be poetic, but this I gotta go to footnotes a lot now, which I'm not even disparaging it for. That's not Homer's fault. He didn't know that I would be reading this 4,000 years later. Yeah. But yeah, that's the main difficulty of the Iliad, I would say. A lot of footnotes are kind of required for just explaining what some things are. There's some things that are really fun that I didn't know. Like, Achilles comes from like the Myrmidian people or whatever, and I learned the Myrmidians, like, their origin tale is that they like evolved from like ants. That's like why they're such hard workers, but also like really good at like defensive tactics or whatever. I like that's fun.
That's really funny that they're like grown to be slaves.
Yeah. Well, they're very cool warriors, right? It's kind of like the, I guess the Tyranid school of bug people thought. Yeah, I think like Myrmidian like almost translates to something like ant people or whatever.
All right. Do you have enemies to deal with, or are they just all attacking me?
I have enemies to deal with, but I'll be rushing towards you.
I just suck. All right.
I have to face all of them. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
Get out of here.
Grenade. Don't go forward.
Okay. Oh, we're close to each other.
Yeah.
Wow. Ow. That was good. Fuck. Stupid. Non-fiction Rex? I really like Napoleon's Marshals, which is something I've heard since it, which is, again, not the closest thing, but it does deal with like the French Revolution and not mainly how Napoleon sees power, but definitely like the 27 like different men who like had their lives kind of caught up with them, who were also very influential with a lot of different views on life. It's cool.
Let's open this stupid thing. Oh, Frank Herbert wrote books 1 through 6. Well, there you go. I couldn't remember which ones he wrote. I swear to God, his son wrote a shitload of stuff too, and it's not as good. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I heard like one nitpick, which I don't know if it's true or not, but if it is true, it would make me upset. Which I think his son like goes into the Bulgarian Jihad, and instead of making it like a fight about, I mean, essentially like fundamentalists, I suppose, in a way, against kind of a hedonistic tech-obsessed elite, it turns into like the robots, like Terminator, literally enslaved us, and it's like, well, that kind of takes a lot of the impetus out of it, I suppose.
It's so, yeah, the series takes a lot of strange turns. In a good way, and in a not good way, eventually, unfortunately.
I respect the son for trying to carry on the work. I think I'm okay with that, but yeah, there's definitely some things where it doesn't really carry on so well.
God, do I wish I could, I hope I could make something that good, that it like is dynastic in some
Pass
way.
on to the generations. Yeah, that's cool.
Just to not have to fucking worry so goddamn much about shit all the fucking time. I feel like this is gonna kill me instantly if we do it.
Trapdoor. Sure, let's go.
But, like,
for
comically,
it.
you
Yeah, let's
want
go
to
for
just
it.
die?
Mitch. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Maybe it'll be a present.
It wasn't a present. Oh, we didn't die.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the next area. Whoa. We got a view of something.
Yeah, you got it. Careful, this is YouTube. Bunga Bunga Man didn't know what a gun was. Now he does.
He knows what a punch is. The Dune movies were so lost on me. Sad to say, I actually dozed off on Dune 2 and caught the highlights. Yeah, I think... I give them a glowing recommendation, I think, for the most part, with the obvious caveats that the character assassinated, oh my god, I'm exposing myself so much. I read the books, I swear, I just forgot the name of, like, the first... Chadi, yeah, that's who it is. Because I mix her up sometimes with the second Freeman wife that he gets, or like the official Freeman wife he gets, which is yeah, which is missing from the book, and I'm like, okay, well, I understand maybe for time reasons, but then they take out the sister being relevant in the second half of the book, which I'm like, okay, well, that's a little less forgivable, to be honest. She's kind of crucial in some regard, and she was also just a funny character. Oh yeah, we need to. Uh-oh. This is like the only time they do like a phalanx formation. It's really funny.
What are you queers gonna do about it?
This does remind me of like, I saw some like Chinese military manuals of like the old formations they would do, especially with like gunpowder stuff, and they wrote down and drew like the little formations. They would have like these small fire teams of like 3 polearm guys, 1 shield guy, 1 like musket guy, and it was very like standardized ideally. But then you kind of like look and like it in effect in like the battles, especially with like foreign powers, and it's kind of like, okay, well, that didn't really carry
doesn't
over
work.
compared to like a mass formation.
Right.
It is really
Oh,
pretty though.
first-
I guess that's the point of why it's drawn in a book, but yeah, you just kind of wonder sometimes about like maybe civilian scholars shouldn't be the only ones making these formations sometimes. Sure to enjoy the books
Is
more. Yeah, I'd recommend reading the first Doom book at least, because that's what I did so far. It's a very easy read. Flow's nice.
Oh, I see.
There's some crazy books that I thought would flow very poorly. Oh, I see. There's just some really thick books that flow easier than even like very short novellas. I've been reading the Horse Rising, like Warhammer 40k, like Burke's trilogy, and I was surprised at like how also easy this thing flows for how long it is.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So
we
you
gotta
read the
bust that.
the whole trilogy already?
The Black Library.
The Horse Rising one? Or I guess the Rise and Fall of Horse. I'm only on the
I
first
think
book.
there's 12 books.
Oh, there's 12?
There's a
Yeah.
lot.
Horse has a long story, huh?
Well, it's yeah, kind of actually, but yeah, my favorite is a combination of the one about the Space Wolves and the one called Prospero Burns, because my favorite is Magnus the Red.
Yeah, I think I'm reading about the... I have to remember if it's the wolves. It has like Abaddon in it. He's being like really nice, but I know what happens later, so I don't know how
Yeah.
much is actually carried
Yeah.
on. It is sad. I like how friendly a lot of these guys genuinely are before they assume the inevitable happens.
It was a really cool thing that to warn the Emperor, Magnus actually sent a physical ship too, and it got lost. And when I made my Space Marine, it's made of 3 different Space Marine Primarch chapters. Because chapters mean 2 different things now. Chapters in old 40k mean giant legions commanded by Primarchs, and now there's chapters within chapters where like we're gonna have to button mash or something. I can guarantee it.
Oh my god. Don't cross your arms in front of your chest. That's bad running form.
Yeah, you got to run with them way out to the side and look like a dork.
I'm not getting like any quick time
No,
events.
I
I remember
just-
there being a lot of quick time events. Did we like disable them, or is this like a forgiving thing
I
about
don't
the
know.
hard difficulty? Surprisingly, no wonder.
They jump over each other. That's so stupid. That's so funny. What the fuck was I talking about?
We're talking about the Space Wolves. Is Magnus in the Space Wolves?
No, he's part of the Thousand Sons. But like chapters used to mean like 1,000 Space Marines in a big group led by a Primarch, and now it means like a sect of Space Marines like inside of other.
Really? I thought it was
Chapters.
still like about 1,000, and they had like a
Only
worlds to recruit from. Or
Kind
something.
of sometimes depends on which fucking chapter you're talking about. Frankly, the Ultramarines have like a couple dozen, I think, chapters, each one 1,000 strong. So it doesn't make any sense. But he sent like 3 different of the Primarch chapters. I think it's Nightwings, Thousand Suns, and I don't remember which third one it is. And they got lost in the warp and my group, the thing I made was I actually 3D printed a bunch of old school 30K equipment. And my chapter was the 3 of them combined that had come out of the warp.
That's
as
fun.
space. Yeah. And we're like, oh, fuck, I just wanted to kill everyone. That's why they would fight other space because they're like, everyone's a heretic, not just, you're all doing it wrong. Queers.
Speaking of like heresy, it's crazy how much like the original Imperial Truth was like. I mean, the whole thing with like the warp and spirits is like a straight up lie, where it like says they don't exist, and I was like shocked to see like the Emperor making such a blatant lie. Honestly, kind of left everyone
Well,
unprepared for like the Chaos Gods and everything like that.
Don't jump yet. Is there something in this fire? Really? No. All right. Fuck me. There's still tons of gems like on the ceiling. There's if you see where I'm aiming, there's a blue medallion. Oh, I got
Wow, nice.
it. Wow.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing some of them now. And I thought I saw some of them.
You've gone insane.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing with the Imperial Truth, like just saying magic doesn't exist, straight up lie.
And then it totally exists.
Yeah. And I guess I kind of understand that he understands like belief gives like spirits power, but yeah, trying to like hide the fact that that's how it works from everyone. It was a. And I guess that's the whole point, right? Of like the Horus trilogy, that was a mistake. Some regard. But I mean, I'm not an emperor of like a million worlds, so I don't really know how I would handle that either.
Is that how big they got? They got to 1 million worlds?
I think that might also just be like a poetic exaggeration, even like in Imperial records, but not sure.
Annoying. Yeah. Because Star Spanner of the Republic gets to 1 million worlds. If that's the case, I gotta put it to
You
1 billion.
one-upped them? You should have said
I
a
gotta put it
million
to
and
1
one.
million. I should do that actually. Did I tell you that I settled on Star Spanner is going to be Star Spanner 100th edition?
Why 100?
It's really funny, like to think about a game, a stupid fucking D&D game, making it to 100 editions and then like boasting about it. I think the D&D has now 2 concurrent editions at the same time. They have like 2024 and 1, and I think they're different parts of the like same thing. It's very hard to follow now. I don't blame someone. A lot of people are ditching D&D recently.
They're starting to notice what you've been saying, and like you taught me because I didn't notice it. Where like, why are these characters just like posing? Like they're not like adventuring anymore, or like fighting or doing anything. They're just like standing in front of a camera for a photo shoot, like a cosplayer, like literally, or sitting at a table just smiling constantly.
Also, the cost is becoming exorbitant. You got to buy like $200 worth of books to get started, and that doesn't come with anything else. That's ooh, well, help yourself.
I'm full. You can take. Yeah.
Well.
Just give me this.
No. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, let me reload, and then yeah. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, D&D's. It's always going to be there, but they're my best salesman for Star Spanner, so don't change a thing.
Nobunaga was winning because he just cheese combat first. That's something Mitch would be an expert about. Genuinely, he's studied
true.
quite a bit of like, Snegoku Jedi tactics.
He invented line warfare, basically. I mean, not line warfare. Excuse me. He invented barrage fire line warfare. It kind of, but yeah, and defeated the Takeda cavalry as an unknown non-general who was not a problem like 10 years prior. Imagine imagine, I don't know, General MacArthur, and he's like, a fucking North Korean guy, just a North Korean guy is outmaneuvering him at every turn and destroying the American fleet. You'd be like, what the fuck? Like, it wouldn't make any sense.
There was a Korean folk hero called Admiral Yi, which essentially did that, to the Japanese fleet while being heavily on them.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was actually insane. And he got fucked over 3 times by his own government, getting like recalled. And, like flogged.
Stop winning, please. No.
Essentially, yeah. Fucking assholes into court. Eunuchs.
I'm getting sick of eunuchs. I gotta be honest. They're causing too many problems these days. We're gonna have another de-unification.
You have been kicked from the Vizier chat. You've been added to Vizier chat secret.
Secret Vizier chat secret. You've been kicked from the eunuch chat. You've been added to eunuch chat. Secret. That's so funny. Just that. Ooh, hell yeah. Free shit. Ooh, scary. I don't even want to touch that. I smell weed. I don't like that. I'm in my house.
Uh-oh. Roommate trouble.
Uh-oh. Starting a fire in the kitchen trouble. Leaving the gas line on and open.
Dude, I'm so high right now. Boom.
I love these stupid fucking stone mechanisms. The idea that something like this could ever work is like so fucking funny.
Shaggy this is. Zoink scoops, this isn't sake, man.
He's
Like, what are those, like, fires on the hills? It must be enemy troops occupying the camps. Like, you don't think
The
they're just,
birds.
like, sticks?
Raggy, look at the birds, and they're like leaving in droves.
Zoiks, friend, you don't think they just,
Jesus.
like, left the scarecrow puppets to make us think they're actually occupying that place, but they're not? Shut up, Shaggy. Stupid
Shut
fucking
up,
idiot.
Raggy, you ragged.
I'm the
didn't
daimyo,
kill
you're
him?
not. Hey man, I just don't want to have to commit seppuku so suddenly.
Ow.
I'm only 17, I'm already balding, man. That's just a samurai hairstyle.
Kill yourself.
Yo. I am the daimyo of Iko Iki.
Take your iki down.
Iko Iku I am.
Purge the Christians, we must.
Time for militant Buddhism.
Ineffective we will be. Weapons antiquated, we must use.
They had some firearms, if I remember.
I know, no, they were. I believe the Iki were vehemently against it. It was the Christians who were willing to use firearms, and they were fucking pissed about it. Oh, did you need that?
It's alright. Doing okay.
Are we?
Somewhat.
Oh,
Relatively.
careful, Shevo. The music's still bad.
I have something
I
I
was-
probably shouldn't. Yeah, there we go. That's what
Morel's like burnt roast is funny.
The little Japanese I know is only relevant to Mortal Kombat, which is also the same with the little Chinese I know. Now that I think about it. What up?
Hey,
Shikatika.
what does purple do?
Shide! Yeah!
The only Chinese I know I learned from Flash rounds. All right. I learned from fucking like Dynasty Warriors games. And it's all wrong too. It's South cow. Like it's all wrong.
For me, when I realized was watching the Three Kingdoms show, so now I know how to say like my lord, like sue me, and I gotta go to the other side.
Oh.
What? Where is the other one?
It's yeah, we should pull this one first probably.
Yeah, so I know Sumi, I know Jugo, which is also like, I think my lord in a sad way. At least they only seem to say it when like bad news is happening. Jugo. They say bow. They have a message to deliver to the court.
Wow.
They go
You
bow.
think it's why it's called bowing?
No way.
I don't know.
It's probably like Proto-Indo-European or something.
Do you want
So
to
like
stay
if you
up
went
here
to like
and
a
go-
caveman,
and
he would like say like, "Wow," and you go, "Ah,
You can-
yes."
You can stay up here. I'll go get the thing. The purple one. I think it's nearby. I'm almost there.
What Japanese? Konnichiwa,
Kawaii.
watashi wa hiro.
Watashi wa Michi-san.
Oh yeah, watashi wa hiro-san.
Ooh.
Oh.
I know Japanese gibberish. Oh fuck! I'm gonna get to the thing before they
I
get to
don't
you.
know that Japanese gibberish.
Come on.
Fuck.
I got it. Yeah. There's also spiders down here. Make sure to get your gem before running away.
My gem?
There's probably going to be one on the floor and in the... Oh, maybe not. Never mind.
Gem
Oh, no, yeah. There's one
poster?
on the floor in front of you. There's one on the floor in front of you.
Well, I sure hope it ain't coal.
Fuck you. Oh boy. Here come the freaks.
Sus.
Step back.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez.
What the fuck?
He got us with his mystical magic.
Oh man. Impale, impale, impale. Ow.
I didn't mean to do that. I meant to use it.
What the fuck?
Can you heal me with the thing I gave you?
Yes.
Sorry.
That's a hand grenade. I don't want to use that.
All right, there we go. Fucking die, guys. Really?
This might be like
There we go.
Oh no, we got it.
Mini boss.
Weir's nearly nothing but builds elaborate trap temples. I think I could do that.
Yeah.
I think I know a few contractors that work like that.
Yeah. Stupid fucking statues.
Huh? Oh.
Come on! Come on!
Fuck.
I think it's true that if you were like the engineer of traps in this kind of society, that'd be a really fun job.
It'd be so fun, dude. Oh my god.
He's in like the tomb of like the first emperor, like the really brutal like legalist one. I think the Chin. Isn't his like temple full of like a bunch of traps that they still haven't like opened the temple with, but they like detected the traps? I know the big one is like the Mercury River, which isn't really a trap. That's more of just like they didn't think about how dangerous that would fucking be. They wanted a silver-looking fucking river.
Do we want to kill this thing or what?
We can. I don't really know if it's worth it. I give some treasure.
I have a
but-
grenade launcher.
Sure. Guns do I have? Mercury River? Holy shit, that sounds dangerous. Yeah. Like inside the inner temple, it's like rivers made of mercury, and they're meant to like resemble the Milky Way or something like that, if I recall.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like fucking cool, right? But it's like... But yeah, that shit is like straight up haunted, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure he like killed all the workers because they were like prisoners of war from his conquests during the unification. They just like died in droves.
Fuck this.
Besides that, yeah, it's like there's also like a bunch of like arrow traps, if I recall correctly.
Nope.
Yeah, I just know they haven't opened the chamber with the mercury. They just detect it, and it's also in like the records of like scholars throughout like the dynasties where they just write about, yeah, that definitely happened, and then they finally detected it, yeah, with like technology. I was like, oh yeah, that did happen. Holy shit. Unskilled labor, my butt. I bet they were skilled in combat, but I mean, I guess not skilled enough if they lost, right? But I don't know if that's really their fault.
Not developing society further. Skilled in Kajuju. Ah, yes. Another booster. That makes the fifth one today.
When you first arrived, I had my doubts.
I didn't know the CEO of every single pharmaceutical company wanted to talk to me.
No idea why.
I have my eyes set on something much.
Wesker's gonna report it to like HR.
You'll be needing a partner, right?
Wesker is HR.
Someone suitable to join you in your new world. I believe I've proven I'm worthy, haven't
Shut up. I'm gay.
Perhaps you have.
Now, what does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
It appears your old friend, Chris Redfield, has come to pay you a visit. Do I
What?
seem concerned?
After seeing what this stuff does to you, why would she ever consider taking that thing herself? If I remember right, like during her transformation speech, she says like, "Wesker, you lied," and that could mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
I would assume Wesker told her she was one of like the genetically chosen that would like him that would be normal with this stuff, but
Trying to see what's reflected in his glasses, and then there we go.
elevator.
The new superior breed creating a new world genital virus. You used to become a god.
What does Stephen Hawking have to do with this?
He tried to become like immortal.
I believe I should thank you, Spencer.
It's like North Korea.
Oh, nice. I think that's going to have to be it for me.
Sure. Yeah, we got some good progress.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right. Well, peace out, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us on this fine Sunday. Very fun. And I mean, it looks like we're gonna complete the game probably next stream or next 2 streams. Then we'll be able to move
Yeah.
on to Resident Evil 6 together, which will be very exciting to see Mitch try it out for the first time.
Yeah, I've never played it.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
Stop streaming.
Thanks for
and
watching.
podcast. What do I